Greetings, beloved. The Lord has asked me to share this dream that He saw fit to give me on July 20, 2017. I was taken to board a giant boat, and I told my companion that I did not like boats, to which he replied, "Daisy, it's necessary for you to board the boat." So I saw myself boarding the boat with a small child that I was carrying in my hand, and had a small bundle like a purse that I also carried on my shoulder. I passed the revision, and then we went to the cabin they assigned me. As I was going down the aisle of the ship, I saw many women, many ladies. All the ladies I saw were Seventh-day Adventists because I recognized them and they recognized me. So I asked them what they were doing there, to which they replied that every weekend they came there in search of a husband to enjoy themselves with him. So I asked them, "Where is that husband?" And they told me, "He's here." And they pointed out some stairs to me. And when I look at the stairs, I see a red carpet, and a tall man was sitting on it. He was obese, with an immense gold chain around his neck, and with a shining medal. He saw me when I looked at him, and he laughed, but the laugh was so terrible that I almost collapsed from fear. So I ran to my cabin, and my concern was the child I was carrying. So my companion told me, "Leave the child here. He is safe in this room, and come, you must witness this." So I took some Bible story books out of the bundle I was carrying and gave them to the boy, and he started reading, and my companion and I left. I was taken to a room where there was a wall, and there was like a wall. It was made of glass, and from there I could see how all these ladies who were Adventists ingratiated themselves and allowed themselves to be touched by this tall, fat man with a large gold chain on his neck. So suddenly I could see a clock on the wall, and I realized that I had boarded Friday during the day, and by the time I was looking at the clock, because it was almost night, so it was already Saturday at sunset on that Friday. So meanwhile orgies and pleasures were unleashed in that place, and everything was taking course towards evil. I saw how this man made a sign with his hand, and many men entered, many men who were overcoated in the hall, and each took a group of ladies and went to cabins, and laughter and aberration could be heard in all the air of that huge ship. I was so terrified because I understood that God could not be there. So I looked at my companion when he said aloud, "Enough! Abomination!" Then my heart, beloved, began to jump hard. It wanted to fall. Many of those who were in that place, I knew all these men and women involved in these depraved activities. I could see who they were. So I went to my cabin with my companion there. I cried a lot, and I said to my companion, "Who then will be saved? If this is so, who is going to be saved?" Then my companion answered me, "Few. There are very few. But here on this ship there are none of them." So, beloved, I started to cry. I cried. I think I fell asleep for a while, because when I opened my eyes, it was already day. Then I got up quickly and fervently prayed to God to take me out of that place, and my companion told me, "Come and see." So I was taken back to the room where there was this glass wall, and my eyes could not bear to see what was happening there. Now there were aberrations going on between all of them, and none of them had any shame. They caressed, kissed each other, man to woman to woman, man to man. So while I was watching that, my companion said to me, look up. So when I looked at the ceiling where this room was, where these things were happening, some dark birds and some black snakes, dark too, began to arrive, and all the people who were there grabbed them in their laps and caressed them and began to kiss them. Then the horror was so great for me that I fell to the ground and asked that I did not want to see more. So then I was taken to the moment when we were disembarking. I saw that it was Saturday. It was already sunset. It was late. The light was no longer visible. Then they said goodbye to Saturday disembarking, and all the ladies left their belongings, and those who wanted to take something told me that I would carry them, and I refused. I told them, these are their things. I can't, nor do I want to touch that. Then others told me I am not going to take them, and I would leave them here because next weekend we're going to come back here, and why take them with me? So I disembarked with my companion and the child, and when we reached firm ground, my companion told me, look up the ship. When I looked up the boat, I saw a cross. The cross was black, and a sign under it that said, Seventh-day Adventist Church. I was scared when I saw this, and there I woke up.